So recording class. Agus Tashmidger 9.1. So Hashmidger Kishtiver Heenan. What is the momentum of a car of mass 800 kilograms moving at a speed of 20 meters per second? Okay, so Kishtiver Heen. So this Pokemon Luashashis. Kishtiver Heen. So test going goal momentum P quadrant mass medifatrolus. Okay. So erased mass 8 kilogram medifa trolus da 4 meters a second. Agus vi sin dún frigere da 6,000 kilogram meters a second. Okay, and then you okay lesson. Kist over the door. The mid to what is the momentum of a car of mass 1200 kilogram moving with a velocity of 30 meters per second? So erased P quadrumla MV, which the quadrumla 1000 kilogram. Maybe fatraha Jim Fregrify to finish in Jack.
3,000 shakes.
3,000
shakes per second. Yeah,
kilogram meters a second. Okay. Part of that to 0 meters per second. So Jim Fregrify to finish in. 0. Yeah, maybe for 0. 0 meters per second, so ratio to 0 kilograms meter per second. Jij kan alle 1 kilometer per uur, orla. Je hebt me genu la 1 kilometer per uur.
As you go meter per second.
Kan me je aardig G meter per second. Ik zeg eens behoorlijk kan je tussen jant kunnen de dam niet als je dus vieze Ceacht puntjes Ceacht nabe.
Ceacht art.
Oh, Ceacht art. Just to test al, mooi he. Ik zeg eens, maar weten dus een margin Fregrify to finish in.
3,000 3,000
See he troha
she.
Okay. Kilogram meters a second. And then you okay listen. Ik kan al een journey quick 8 centimeter arm to get it. Shouldn't you do? You can do it with quick 8 centimeter. So second.
Quick maybe for head.
Yeah, so quick 8 centimeters in quick matter. So second. So reached quick expedition figure doing that.
4,000.
4,000. The reached become a the unit. So reached kilogram meter per second. Okay. Now, reached in kist over the heen, agus kist over the door. So this is very straightforward. Now, it's more robust in a map or commission. Was you no good, Declan?
Yeah.
Yeah, good lad. Right. Right, so round Drake G kist over the 3 data what to get the whole free question with the hall. So kist over the 3 during an object has a momentum of 40,000 kilograms meters per second. What is the speed of the object if the mass is 1,200 kilograms? And what would the speed be if its mass was 2 kilograms? So it is just institution formula this that we had to we I guess you could run 2 data.
Velocity equals momentum her mass.
Velocity quadrumla momentum had a mass. Okay, I guess it is we majada shinali. So we momentum da cara mille around her mass da mille yeah. Mille hit I guess auction fragre doing da.
3.3 meters a second.
3.3 meter per second. Okay. She's a blend. Right. So shin hitken do you run to find down the partition?
Red kierna but daf on your mass.
B is ganem so it is right kerna ran to the door kilogram. I guess it is 50 figure that fee 4,000 meters a second. So is it the galo mille? Yeah, hit kilogram gg yeah kilogram. Okay, so very straightforward. Kist over the here Jack, what do you get? How free you can share?
Bring up P equals MV, so Fine kid piece of fiche.
Right, so just lay my head to be. So what is the total momentum of a mass of 20 kilogram moving with a velocity of 40 meters per second and a mass of 50 kilograms moving with a velocity of 20 meters per second in the opposite direction? Okay, so rud mi question sin na smuichi go ni seo so ta mass a hín the bogu la u hín a balasin ta mass a dó the bogu in the opposite direction. Since you do. So the question the total momentum. So momentum for your headkin, should mass made for trolley, so M here made for you here plus mass da made for you da. Now there's the Medlinish formulation. So mass for your headkin, should quick 8 kilogram na be.
Fine headkin 4 kilogram.
4 kilogram, come on, so 4 kilogram.
Second velocity.
I guess we should call it gluas da.
Cara
matters a second plus Jane mass we get down the cup 50 kilogram. I guess no, because the shot goal in the opposite direction could just shot minus and shot. Because what the merch goals to throw Kierna to merch goal be positive, but what the kind of goal in the negative direction, so these could just shot minus and so just because my lesson, I guess the reach we should go like fee matters a second. So frigere fee maybe for caraha you to art na art mile. Art minus fee maybe for quicker. Mile. So frigere you to minus yeah head. Kilogram matters a second. Okay, well hand you okay listen. So higlet red goal cha goal into torsion. So higlet red goal cha yeah head kilogram matters a second a draw mass a do. Okay, or the 50 kilograms cha goal to torsion. Okay, so the well vertically hill it is going to walk a hill the hill in balance. Is it okay again on you? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So right majority. You should know good Declan. You gonna be rebel ma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Right. So my majority James needs to get you hot free kiss over quick.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay, so kiss over quick. A car of mass 800 kilogram moving at 20 meters per second collides with another car of mass 1,500 kilogram, which is at rest. So it reached times ago in the star diagram. So the 800 kilogram car good, I guess there's a glue chart, la luas da fihe matters a second. There's a gully car at rest, so near a bugatti at a meal quick 8 kilogram. Okay, so it is to me called M here, U here, plus 0 because near in a bugatti, so your momentum will be again. As the single of a cosmona, now we're walking. If both cars stick together, find their initial velocity after the collision. So to me, quite a V, they're walking a year half you like hella. So to me, the summon year mass like hella, Declan. Okay, so it reached M here, so from your momentum before, you to arcade, maybe for fee. Sverischen did good J point of function Jamesy. Shejig Mila. Okay, Kodjumla V I guess Muhammad says 15 kilogram plus 8 due to Yavi let's 3 hit kilogram. Okay, so raise to V Kodjumla. She will yek around to Yavi let's 3 hit. I guess Jane Fragger point of function Jamesy.
6.96.
So she punching the she matters a second. Okay. So momentum before equals momentum after. Okay. So kiss over a she. Aaron would get hard free kiss over a she. So a railway carriage of 600 kilograms moving at 10 meters per second catches up and becomes coupled to another carriage of mass 200 kilograms moving in the same direction at 2 meters per second. So it is just a diagram. She vile kilogram. Bogu la luas da J matters a second. This is a go to canale at the bogu la ye matters a second. La mass ye vile kilogram. So raised to mis quartu, ma wogan a vertihu le helle, due to m heen plus m da against the mis quartu velocity. Find their initial velocity after the collision. Okay, so raised near him at free chin. The mis quartu initial velocity. So oberma momentum van je hikken. So sin mass med die vertrouw loose. So you to she wheeler med die van j plus je wheeler med die van da. Agus de sin codum la. So min je mass le hellenes you to 8 mille kilogram. In 4 kilogram skriv med die van v. So Mohammed sin ligt dus she mille med die van j you to 6 mille. Plus caravilla, all of it cosme 8 mille v. So you use the shaska keher mille, cosme 8 mille v. So the v cosme, for the fight to finish an iron.
For my contact, for my get part cash, but when my contact.
So art for art shaska keher, so you to art mother sa second. Okay, can I take the contract, Aaron?
Remisje 6 mille med det fra 6 mille sådan velocity. Så mille med det fra kilometer.
All right, so you can do this catch what to go contrast.
Yeah.
So you to see kite momentum and then he had trolley or train carriage. So to mehan the shevile or master shevile kilogram again. I guess that's a good shot. A j matters a second. So momentum shin mass made for trollus. So shin shevile kilogram made for j to shaska mille. For in darna carriage to have also tro kerner hence the narrow gall of balancing. Yeah, vile made for door so shin momentum attention. So momentum omlan shin shaska mille plus k vile you to shaska caravilla. Now we're walking the yeah carriage huli hill summon to yeah mass. So shin emma heen I guess emma do. So Mohammed en je maas le helle en me heen plus emma dot met fall 8 mille med die van v. So to v comes me 8 mother sa second.
Yeah.
Okay, was in carty no good?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Declan, you know good?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. I had an yellow kill can you go? Cast over the chart. Now, cast over the chart or allow to get the whole free cast over or go and cast over the art. Okay, so cast or chart railway carriage host right, so cast over the chart a railway carriage of mass 600 kilograms moving at a speed of 10 meters per second collides with and becomes coupled with another carriage of mass 200 kilograms moving at now cast kern the reached she vile kilogram like I say call j matters a second but a time shot then yeah vile carriage a calls a trosha a yeah matters a second so because relation so reached me to the final velocity it cash kern the reached so you to emma heen plus emma da midi fa v but you also true a draw ur core a time shot so reached momentum ur kancha shin she vile midi fa j plus yeah vile. Now, because there's a goal in the draw ur hora, can we maybe from luge da? Can we stand minus because it's gone in the opposite direction? Codum la, 8 mille, maybe for v. And then you okay, listen. So you to shaska mille, luge k mille, codum la 8 mille v. So, there's a shinjante, that's going to go all quick a she mille. Codma 8 mille v. So the v codma same figure for definition order. Chart. Matters a second. Chart matters a second. Okay. And then you okay, listen. Now, because there's the description, chart matters a second. I guess because ten quart ni små gasha it draw. So go species it draw. Emma heen, he had mass. Okay, so Najin Jammer the troll species there's the description at the figure. Right, so kissed over the art. Dara, so get you on free attention. So a gun of mass 2 kilogram fires a bullet of mass 10 grams with a velocity of 400 meters per second. So the gun no good. Right, agus tá sé fire bullet ag at a gun of mass 2 kilograms, so gun of drum sin. So yeah, kilogram fires a bullet of mass 10 grams. So 10 grams be cúdum a sin. So the J gram codum la nevni I hín kilogram. Midi familia hín da right the back through. Rahan you okay sin?
Black birch, Mr.
Oh, back birch go with this mile, yes. So 0.01. My okay. Now the reached find the initial recoil velocity of the gun. Okay, so the reached so to require the momentum. So rud the Harlan ten bullet is this gun so to convert like hella agus ní momentum to bullet go hall ball away agus ten gunne so ten gunne go hall back a balla agus ten bullet the go fire the maha balla. Okay, so to require to a recoil dashan. So can you cover that momentum before equals momentum after? So I get to gin momentum at a so you'd rather be bogady, so therefore it has 0 momentum. Okay, so to 0 momentum, quadrumla, so a ye rod so to ye kilogram ogoin, Rucha gin speed to be bullet with the velocity of 400 meters per second. So K hit. Okay, I'll go with this cap. Now let's go and gin recoil at a now let's go and gin recoil at a gunner so can we just share V and Sean. So it's called da V plus 0.01 maybe if I K hit matters a second. Okay, so show momentum before equals momentum after. So K invert. Now because the bullet go into opposite direction to show got to be negative. So I got to be minus V. Okay, so you have to minus da V 0 cosma minus da V plus now Yamni point Yamni heat made if I K heat I guess very soon good you doing Keha. Okay, so we're going to da V trasna, so you have to da V cosma Keha, so to V cosma da matter sa second. So she's a recoil 2 meters per second. Was she okay again, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Right. She no good, Declan?
Yeah.
Where's this is Aaron?
No, for my contact or is but some cash my contact.
Right. Well, do you get to die a vinima? Was she okay, lad?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Was all good? Screechy?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right, so catch ever in right, so 100 kilogram block moving at 10 meters per second collides with a 60 kilogram block moving in the opposite direction. So the block again, the 100 kilogram, agus the Ceacht la Lewis the J matters a second. So the goal will block alle, it goal to draw hora, ag 60 kilogram. Ag Lewis da quid matters a second. Okay, now after the collision, the 60 kilogram block initially moves with a speed of 8 meters per second. So in a collision, so bogan the block 60 kg bogan chala Lewis I guess right back bala I take it art matters a second. Okay. After the collision, the 60 kilogram block initially moves with a speed of 8 meters per second in the opposite direction to its original velocity. So it's all in the opposite direction. If no external forces act on the system, find the velocity of the 100 kilogram block. So then you to 100 kilogram block, I guess V a heat. So it's so reached momentum before equals momentum after. So reached has head momentum. So you have to 1 kilogram maybe for J plus 60 kilogram maybe for luja quid because there's a goal to draw hora. I was testing go shin cosmla céad bhí plus sé ort seasca médi fa ort. A hanna neo céile sin. Yeah. So, rís yw tu míle minus, now, cuidjig fa seasca, sin nwy hyd. Codrum la, céad bhí plus cé hyd ort. So, rís, when with 9 míle más céad yw tu céad minus cé bhíle ort hyd, or cé hyd ort mo, codrum la céad bhí. So, rís tu bhí codrum la minus 3 hyd ort mo, is gan céad, with the codrum minus 3.8 meters per second. Okay. Because there's a negative, that means there's a goal in the opposite direction of the original motion. Motion okay again, then, yeah? So that means to actually block shaw, to block 8 kilogram actually bogu a balancing. So in the well invert la helle, for instance, shaw back minus 3.8 meters per second against in the block shaw a bala elle. So the velocity actually a bala elle. Okay. Was you okay, lesson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Right. So just can you go in the question us? So my hashmid your question over a J. I guess I'm in each question over a J hinson. So will we sketch my yan and you
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right, so Tashmid like question over a J. So the rest there's the wrong heart BJ no well jant can just creanish and do fun you the loon the hall. Okay, and then Ramage Ray Gene head chapter. Now, Kishni Jahuri, Neil Fair, then you beat the new grey level. So, and Chama Dave Kategoli in a grey level, or she just get a fun because you heard him on the thought he give online. No answer. Right, so just the couple then you visit Boguji grey level. So you fay art Kishni J Guji Quijigi so just marking to the party online. Very much says had a weekend because just flat out wrong prepare wrong these the image marking to the party that's could just more give anyway go miss new art level but just true na had a visit new grade level so you're fair out of Kishni J Quijigi okay. Right, so Kishni J there's a sphere A of mass m moving with a speed of 0.6 meters per second. So it reached Tashmit la sphere A. I guess this is bogu la 6 meters per second. So Tashi go the diagram, I think Kujin Shagoni. Collide what a sphere B of mass 3m. So obviously this is going to be 3 where any small. Okay, sphere B in the same direction, which is at rest. Okay, so yes.
Say buggy, every month to say.
Oh, cool with this guy. Right, name you punch your man. Good man. Think hard good, yes. So a sphere A of mass m moving with a speed of 0.6 meters per second, yes. Collides with a sphere B of mass 3 meters, which is at rest. After the collision, A and B move in the same direction and A's initial velocity is 0.2 meters per second. So it is in collision to sphere A, which is 3 meters, moves in the same direction with a velocity of 0.2 meters per second. Okay, I guess obviously Cambridge sphere 3m, I guess J at a B function. Okay, so obviously Cambridge V obruma. Okay, so find the initial speed of B. A and B move in the same direction and A's initial velocity is 0.2 meters per second. Find the initial speed of B. Okay, so the rest Elena the formula. So testing well Nemni punch she m, so mass made for troluas plus 0, because nil momentum will be carbon your bugatti, call it codumla 3 shin m a hort of a shin. So made for Nemni punch do m plus 3m midifa v. And then you okay, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so to me jadden m and s for trastig gene t show. So you to nemni punch she m minus nemni punch do m coordinate 3m midifa v. So you to nemni punch keher m coordinate a ranter 3m coordinate v. So he got in m ma. So raise to me fire v coordinate nemni punch keher a ranter 3. Question is on the calculator. Then you agus to fregrudu.
Yeah, the punch a hen tree.
Pina 3. Will dot driven 3. I take it I to the ranter 3, so 3, 3, 3. Okay. Matters a second. Okay. Because shin kest every j. So to just acquire to initial velocity. So these jigging should die to my brushy sheets in the keshni. So these tarring goni diagram with the double to scheme out the formula and then the majority obru ama. Okay. Right. Kest every hin jig. Right. So hin jig jinsha a gun of mass. Can't tell me wrong, Ceacht. 25 to 1 a bit.
25 2.
Right, so the gym moment you win. Right, okay. So a gun of mass 500 kilogram fires a shell of mass 2 kilogram with a muscle velocity of 500 meters per second. So calculate the velocity of recoil of the gun, and the force required to stop the gun at distance of 0.2 meters. So gain bug over the Jenny this cash so Robert Usuni Yananya. Do you saw Robert Ma?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right. So we'll switch to cash every J. So touch me your momentum driven. So a bullet so just a gun of mass 500 kg. So we're just gonna hand you a gun of mass 500 kg. Okay. Fires a shell of mass 2 kilogram. Christ. So cannon it on that tree. There's the 2 kilogram bullet with a muscle velocity of 500 meters per second. So to fire us in like 500 meters per second. Okay. Calculate the velocity of the recoil of the gun. Okay. Now reached test going to go momentum before because costing kiss during the run fire a bullet. The momentum before go to cause serious because the bullet in the is gunner and therefore you shall bucket in your movement to be at the gunner against the bullet. So therefore the momentum before go to cause 0. Momentum after so to recoil so quick hit kilogram that minus v because there's a gun in the opposite direction plus 2 kilogram bullet made for 500 meters per second. Well, I had you okay, catch you man the figures and so. Mention Kieldan, okay. So reached task nash equal 0, quadrumla minus quick head v plus mile. So reached the quick head v quadrumla mile, so to v quadrumla da matters a second. So it's in a recoil at a gunner. Okay. Kist over the darn apart. The force required to stop the gun in a distance of 0.25 meters. Now, it reached finding question J testing. So testing initial velocity. Then time to gun the stop in 0. So the initial velocity 2 meters per second. Kai v because of 0. Kai s in a distance of 0.25 meters. Okay, will always be able to test the gun. Yeah, so it is finding force, so can you come to me question force? So force equals mass by acceleration. So test the gun equal mass the quick 8 kilogram. So kaimage acceleration of Bruma. So raise to go use formula. Now to you going to V going against the S going. So raise me to that formulas. So obviously to go use V squared cos my U squared plus 2AS. Because the V going to U going against the S going, so kaimage A of Bruma. So raised V squared, so sin 0 cos my da carne here plus da A may define you punch da quick. So you to 0 cos my K plus da fan you point da quick so you punch quick A. Okay, so raised you to A cos minus because negative acceleration is going the opposite direction. So quick around their K I guess you to art matter is a second kern here. So raised test in this school and Luas Garu cos minus 8. So there's a slow cheese hence negative. Can you count to me getting gonna stop who bogu back? So therefore there's a slow cheese, so therefore kahin Luas Garu with Julta. So into Kesha, can we just say art matters a second, and therefore art for quick head I guess you to Kaya Vila Newton, the force you learn. And I'm gonna stop you in 0.25 meters. And then you okay, lesson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Finishing KL?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, question then you be. And then you copal all right, Lashaw. Declan is all right, Lashaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just in case you go into a wrong in ye, the whole back share ruddy be my menu because what fun experiment because what okay. Right. So test ever the da ye gunash. So what's your next sheet again on you?
Yeah.
Will bump will more likely rubber ma will bump with you all. So we rub out, yeah. Right. So kist ever dayeg. Okay, so kist er dayeg, a bullet of mass 12 grams traveling at 200 meters per second. So 0.12 kilograms. 0.012 kilograms na be. So 12 grams, 0.012 kilograms traveling at 200 meters per second. Enters a block of wood which is at rest. So it's going to block out. Okay. It emerges from the other side at a speed of 50 meters per second. So when you momentum before, momentum after, and then chucking slowly in the block with chisa, I guess chucking bullet at speed da 50 meters per second. Okay. Just put Russian cheese the guy which add the eka. So to search at the 50 meters per second. I guess locking your arm is 0.002 seconds. Okay. So if the block has a mass of 10 kg, find the velocity it requires. Assume the mass of the block remains unchanged and verify that the force exerted by the block on the bullet and the force exerted on the block by the bullet have the same magnitude. So verify that the force exerted by the block on the bullet and the force exerted on the block by the bullet have the same magnitude. Okay, so just all free kiss the so the momentum before equals momentum after. So erased momentum before, so the momentum take a call free block emotion. Okay, so you to J midi for 0 because you block a bugady I guess the quadrumla JV because obviously to got free block and short, so JV plus 0.012 midifa sorry, you know, Ceacht. Yes, listen. Right. So you do 0.0 momentum before equals momentum after. So do the touch and shot 0.012 media for head. Okay, because the ball is a travel like 0.012 for head plus J media for 0 because near bugatti. Codumla. Okay, so it is the same codumla JV. So J kilogram from velocity plus speed to take your ballers and send. So it reached 0.012 media for quicker. Okay. So Mobran to Shinama, so Tigla Daniel is as the calculator 0.012 media for your head.
Dá punchy ceathair.
Da punchy ceathair, okay. So you do da punchy ceathair, Codumla, question 0, Codumla JV plus, like I said, reached 0.012 media for quicker. 0.6 a bit.
Yeah.
Then you punch your share. Okay, so it is to me the V in a shop room. So to JV, Codumla, da punchy ceathair minus you punch your share. So to JV, Codumla, when you punch your share, mas da punchy ceathair to he punch art. So to V, Codumla 0.18 meters a second. Okay, so tasking us a velocity. Now, can you come in? So force are a block exerted on the block. So force are on block. Right to me, Sam. So it's the wrong. So Jiglif, Doyig, Trijik, Karjik, Squidjik, Krial, when you were ball do so when you the loon let the hot. Was it okay? So just like question the crane, just obrigi ma at her momentum had a arm. So lock into arm, so it's a change of momentum over time. Agus bishad de obrima. Fagama gava. Can the sample to see the texture, the couple of samples the texture lesson the video deep. Okay? Was it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So Lorima left the loon.
I go.
Okay,
I guess.
slide us.
One.